Hey guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim. In today's video, I am going to do some just basic daily chores, but then I'm also going to tackle two cabinets that are out of control, just stuff all thrown in them. It's going to be the cabinet that I keep like our cereals and then all of our to-go slash like glassware that we use to store leftovers and stuff. And then I'm also going to go through our Lazy Susan, which kind of doubles as our pantry really. I just keep all of our canned goods and stuff like that in there. So we're going to tackle both of those today. Plus we're going to have laundry going, which there's always laundry going. But first I'm going to start with some dishes. Plus I'm also going to have a little story time of why I decided to go back to school. Oh, and I'm also going to show you how to work the string back into your sweatshirts. I had a sweatshirt that the little pull thingy for the hood came out, so I'll show you how to work through that too. Okay, so dishes are done. Now I'm going to work on getting the laundry started. Mia had just come back from Disney World. This was her first time in Disney, so it was pretty exciting. But with that came a lot of laundry. So she went to Disney World for a few days and then got back late Wednesday night and had to be at work at 7 a.m. Thursday morning. So she's having kind of a rough go at it right now. She's 3 in a row. So between running around all over the place, I think she said they did like 21,000 steps the first day that they were in Disney and then just continued after that. So she's kind of dragging. I am going to get to the story of me going back to school in just a moment. But right now we're just going to get laundry started. And I'm going to start working on the two cabinets.
I don't need no one to say you're complicated. 'Cause I knew from the start this might be overrated.
Okay, so I have my load of laundry going, and I think I'm going to tackle, no, I don't think, I am. I'm going to tackle this cabinet. I have gotten to the point where I can't find anything, and everything is literally just thrown everywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is take everything out.
'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. I don't believe you, no. 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 I don't believe you, no.
These are my Magic Bullet blender that I used to make all my smoothies with. Well, the motor went, so I don't know why I still have these. I have that one, and then I have the large one, so they're trash.
This might be a breakup, 'cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head
We never did make these for Christmas. I guess we could do them anytime, right? Okay, so why I decided to go back to school now? Honestly, because nobody needs me anymore. I mean, I'm being completely honest. I mean, you know, my kids are pretty much grown, so I'm in a different season of my life. And I looked into this years ago before I even had kids. I went to one of the local colleges and I was talking to the woman about going for X-ray tech. And she pretty much told me that this is a full-time thing to go to school for this. And that if I had planned on continuing to work or anything, that I wasn't serious about it. So why even bother? I pretty much was wasting her time. And I was like, wow, kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, and I just plugged along at what I was doing. I was a full-time, no, I wasn't full-time yet at that point. I was still part-time as a teller, and I worked my way up to a head teller and then assistant manager at a bank. But I always had that, like, desire, I guess, to be in the medical field. And then when Mia was doing online work and like Zoom stuff, because we were closed down for, in 21, I would listen to her lectures, and I was fascinated by it, and I decided, okay, like this, I can do this now. Like, I can go back to school. Like, there's no reason why I can't. I'm one of those people who believe that you're never too old to try something, to something new or anything. So yeah, I am back in school at this stage of my life.
I'm stuck in reverse like an old Benz. Forgot to tap it up. Now I long for another day where things fall into.
Okay, so I think I got pretty quick and good handle of this. I just use a plastic Tupperware to house all of my lids for all of my glass. I tried getting away from anything that was a plastic and swapped out everything for glass. I don't know where my other glass pieces are though. This is what I usually use for storage, for leftovers, and then these are usually what go with people for lunches. And then I have the bento boxes back there because I don't use them that often, and then the thermos there because, again, that's not something that's used that often. And this is what we're down to with cereal. I'm kind of liking these right now. It's like my go-to the last few mornings. But these aren't even opened yet, and I might have to check these because I think they've been opened. They're not expired, but they have been opened, and these were just purchased. So everything that's in here is all good, fresh, and ready. So it wasn't too bad. So now I'm actually ready to tackle another one. I might actually just tackle this cabinet right here because I know that has a lot of stuff in it that I need to go through. Okay, a lot of noise going on in the background with the washer, but this is a cabinet. This is my lazy Susan that's... you can't be lazy trying to spin this because this thing is broken. So it's definitely time to start thinking about redoing some cabinets in the kitchen. But, oh gosh, this is really hard to go. Everything, again, kind of just thrown in here. So we're going to go through and see what's expired and what doesn't need to be in here. I think, unfortunately, everything that is in here is stuff we use all the time, but I'm sure there's some stuff that has been expired. So we'll go through that now.
Feels like you're falling, now who is to blame? Wishing you'd only be more like them. Over and over, you cry yourself to sleep. And you're colder, much colder. If only you could see. Don't you know that you're beautiful? Just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful? No matter what the scars, no matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are. Don't let them sell you all of their dirt. It all will come back once the tables turn. Bolder, go bold.
Funny story about this expired can of Spam. Nick, Mia, and Greg all went to Pittsburgh to go see the Monroeville Mall because that's where they filmed Dawn of the Dead 1978. So he took the can of Spam for Galen Ross to sign, and then he also took a bottle of Jack Daniels for, I think his name is Ken Foray, to sign. He was one of the main characters, and she was also the main character in that movie. They totally fanned out. They got a picture with Tom Savini, like that. They were so in their element when they got to go on that tour.
Just the way we are, beautiful. So don't go changing. You're perfect as you are.
So my intentions every time I do this is to pick off a little bit more of this contact paper shelf liner that was in here. This is in here from the previous owner. So every time I go in here and clean this out, I try and get a little more off. Unfortunately, I have one of these, but I can't find the razor. So that's not gonna work. And then I was gonna try and use an old card, but that's not gonna work. So I am not gonna stress over this. I will eventually get all of this out. I'll probably get it all out once I get new cabinets. Because this cabinet, this has seen better days. Like, this is supposed to hold all of this stuff on, and as you can see, it's completely broken off. So, but you know what? That's what you get with an old house, an old kitchen. I mean, honestly, we kind of just, you can see the color of the cabinet it was in here, which was a really dark brown. We just painted it about 20 some years ago, and it's held up pretty well in certain spots for wear and tear, but I don't think there's any fixing this. It does move a little smoother without all the heavy stuff on the bottom, so maybe we'll try and find new places for the heavy stuff.
Okay, unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
I would say by no means did taking everything out fix this Lazy Susan. However, it did make it a lot easier to spin everything around, and I had to go in and vacuum everything because there was tea leaves that had fallen from a can that was in there, and that's what was making that horrendous noise when I would turn the Lazy Susan. So now I'm just wiping off the top and bottom part of the shelves here. Then I'm going to go in with the vacuum and get all of the tea leaves. I think there was even a little bit of flour in there, and a little bit of pasta. One of the boxes of pasta fell. I'm also going to use that handy dandy little thing that I got at the Dollar Tree, like the best $1.25 I've ever spent, because I was able to grab the can of, that was the can that was making all that horrendous noise when I was spinning it. But there was also a can of panko breadcrumbs and a can of the Chipotle chilies, which I have a ton of Chipotle chilies, and I don't know why. We use them, but not that often. There's like 4 cans of them in here. Now what I'm going to do is when I put everything back in, I'm going to try and put the heavy stuff on the edges, because I figured that's where it has the most stability and it's not making the center part of it hang as much. I think that'll make it kind of spin a little smoother.
How'd you do I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine and got time. I'm not broken, not broken, not broken. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
Trying to make up your mind like you need more time. You've already spent most of mine. Even when your words fail, you try to keep it light.
So this actually isn't too bad. I thought there was going to be a lot more things in the cabinet that were, or in the Lazy Susan that were expired, but not too many things were. However, I am moving stuff that was in there to the back pantry just so it's not as heavy and it just spins a little more easily. It's already broken. I don't want it to be like completely to the point where it just doesn't function anymore. I did have a few crackers that I know they're not expired. However, I'm sure they're stale because they've been open for a while. Now I'm just going to get everything that was in the wash, put it in the dryer so that that can make a heck of a racket back there while I'm trying to get everything else done.
You always try to find a way out, buying yourself time. I'll make it easier for you and say goodbye. You can be honest. I don't appreciate your lies. It's about damn time you get it right. 'Cause I'm up all night and you keep pretending that you'll keep fighting. Save the world when it falls. I'm up all night and you just keep talking. Are you even the slightest worried that I'll move on and walk right?
And I can honestly say I do not know how these bowls keep getting back into the cabinet. I've already donated the 2 larger ones, but the 2 smaller ones keep making it back in the cabinet and I don't use them. They're just heavy, like really heavy bowls. And then when you put stuff in them, they're even heavier. Okay, so I think this came out really good. It looks much better. Able to at least see what's in here, somewhat organized. And then this, let me go out a little. This looks a lot better too. And I kind of went through, I know everything that's in here now. So I'm not buying extras like you saw of the Chipotles. I don't know why I have 4 cans, but I have 4 cans. So I'm liking how this turned out. However, now this is my next project. This has become, it's the dryer going. This has become completely out of control. I have all of my bags over there for shopping. I have overstock over here that I have to go through. And I need to find spots for, I got a new crock pot because the 7-in-1 Ninja that I have wasn't working as a crock pot as well as I'd like. But like this is just taking up too much room. These are cat treats that my cats don't like because, you know, alley cats have a preference apparently. So I'm probably gonna just give those to my mom. And then I just need to organize everything back here again. It has become such a mess. And then my little door broke. So I have to figure out something for that. It fell off of the track. Oh. And the door broke. My slider door that has all of that stuff in it. So I got to figure out what to do with this. It fell off of the track. But I think I'm going to try and work something that it goes all the way across the top. Kind of like this door here that has like all of our heating stuff and hot water heater and stuff. And I want to see if I can do something like that here so that all of this is covered and you don't see just all of that. That's the next project, but for now we got done a few things.
I have
The back room area is the bane of my existence. Like, why can't I keep that thing under control? But you know what it is? I have 4 people living in the house. We all have different foods and drinks, and I bulk buy, I coupon shop. So there's just a lot of stuff back here. And I just need to go through and try and reorganize everything. It's not like it's stuff that doesn't get used. It's all stuff that does get used. So it's not like it's a declutter kind of thing. It's just that I need to go through and organize it a little bit better. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, like, definitely subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of decluttering, organizing, kind of day in the life stuff. I was going to add in a little bit more of like me going back to school at this stage of my life, if you guys are interested in seeing that kind of stuff. And this is officially how I'm cleaning the tops of all of the cans that I'm putting away. I just rub them on the side of my pants and they get put into the cabinet. I'll wash them when I take them out to use them.
So curious, so curious.
I can't tell what's wrong or right. Should I go without saying goodbye? All I know is I need to be somewhere else to set me free. I don't know what to do now. Need to figure it out, but I don't know how. I hope the wind will carry me and take me away to where I should be. I don't know where I belong, but I keep on searching for my home. There's a hunger in my soul, makes me keep on trying, holding on. Take me all the way, all the way. Take me all the way, and I keep on searching for my home. Oh, I wonder if there's a place where the sun won't go away. Wide awake with an open mind, looking out from a mountain high. I don't know what to do now, need to figure it out, but I don't know how. I hope the wind will carry me and take me away to where I should be. I don't know where I belong, but I keep on searching for my home. There's a hunger
Now I'm just going to get some of this laundry folded.
holding on. Take me all the way, all the way. Take me all the way, and I keep on searching for my home. I'm searching, yeah.
I was facing all the sunlight while our feet swung freely from the bridge. The bridge. You asked if I'd save you, if you were crazy enough to take a swim, a swim. I tried to make you see that my shoulder is ready for you. were walking on the sidewalk when we bumped into this person that I knew. I knew you thought it was an old flame, but I told you it's not, so let it go. It go.
I have a little trivia question for you guys. Does anybody know what the name of the little plastic thing that's on the end of your hoodie string? It's also on the shoelaces too. With that little plastic thing that holds them from fray. Does anybody know what that is called? It's an aglet. The only reason why I know that is because I used to watch Phineas and Ferb with my kids, and I learned it from there. So see, we're never too old to learn something. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the skewer, I'm taking the string from the hoodie, I'm taping it to the skewer, and then I'm going to work it through the hole through the hoodie. I've also done this with sweatpants because I think Nick has a pair of sweatpants that the string always comes out of. The only thing that's really difficult is when they have the strings that they're not like all the way through. They're kind of sewn in at the middle of the hood. I know I've had one like that, and it was like my favorite hoodie, but I couldn't get the string out, so I just cut the other one off. I was done with it. I don't use the string anyway, so it wasn't a big deal, but this I found to be the best way to kind of work that. I've tried before with a paper clip, and it was just too small. The skewer just works so much better, so much quicker. I found the paper clip to be just long and tedious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.